Hello and welcome to the Failsafe Fitness Golf Show, episode 61. My name is, as always, Michael Joshua. I am the owner of Failsafe Fitness Limited. Welcome to the show. If you've never seen this before, it's because you want it done. There's only one episode out on YouTube with my face on it. I thought it was about time people put a face to this rather dull and boring voice. So here I am. I'm here as a golf performance coach. I've worked in personal training, strength and conditioning for 15 years now, on and off. I've dealt with CrossFit athletes, I've dealt with triathletes, I've dealt with boxers, footballers, people wanting to lose weight, people wanting to get strong, people wanting just to get fit for their daily life. And I've transitioned into golf over the last couple of years because I found my passion again. I am currently playing off 14-3 because I'm not practicing that well. My job as a performance coach is to get everybody performing better. My golf doesn't matter, and the same with the sports that I deal with. So here we are. Welcome to the show. Second video, of course, and if you've been listening, website has now been updated. There were a couple of issues with the deal that I've got going on. So right up until the 28th of July, it is gone down to £20 a session. So £20 for personal training, nutrition and weight management, golf performance, sports performance. It's all down to £20. And obviously the 5 for 4, which would normally be £100, you get 5 for 4 for just £80. So come and join me. Go take a look at the website. All the links are in the description. Go and take a look. It's going to be a fun couple of weeks, and obviously then I am at the Ladies Open for a week. So the deal is only on while the Open season is on during the golf season. So, welcome to the show. What are we going to talk about this week? Well, I thought I'd get a couple of things out of the way. A lot of people wanted to know where the big boys and girls are playing. Well, obviously this week in terms of the PGA Tour, it is going to be the Genesis Scottish Open, which is at the Renaissance Club, North Berwick in Scotland. And obviously defending champion there is Bobby McIntyre, who was, the first person in a very, very long time to win the Scottish Open as a Scottish player. So he's up there defending that. And obviously the week after that is going to be the Open Championship at Royal Portrush. Look out, there's a little video coming on the channel. It's actually going to be me using my VR headset. I'm going to go through Royal Portrush on its easiest settings from the back tees and on its hardest settings from the back tees. So obviously all in VR, but you'll get to have a look at some of the holes. I'm going to talk through my round, probably 20-30 minutes per round. There'll be an easy one and a hard one. And you guys will get to see a virtual representation of Royal Portrush, getting you ready for the Open Championship in a week or so's time. LPGA Tour, it's the Ad Mundi Evian Championship. Big event, the Evian. There's $8 million in a prize purse. It's one of the biggest on the LPGA Tour, and obviously 3 weeks from now they are going to be at Royal Porthcawl for the AIG Women's Open, which I will be attending all 5 days. I might even do a couple of videos from there if I get the chance. It's going to be very good, very interesting. We'll see what happens there. Of course, Live Golf, as much as you love it or hate it, this week they will be at Real Club Valderrama, Spain. Obviously a lot of them are not going to be at the Scottish Open because they can't. And their next event is the week after the Open at the JCB in the UK. Tickets are still available. Make of that what you will. So yeah, that's where the big girls and boys are playing over the next couple of weeks and what I'll be doing, etc, etc. Quite positive for the last video and the last podcast. There's been some interest in the book. Um, like I say, the book is it's a long way off. It's the 7th now. I'm hoping to get it fully written and all written up um, by about sort of October-ish. There'll be 4 or 6 weeks of back and forth, and it's probably going to be released on digital platforms. It'll be Amazon, and I guess if anything, it'll be a Kindle book as a PDF, or available from a PDF from me. That will be all available hopefully sometime before Christmas, which will be good. Um, let's talk about what's been going on in the world of golf then, shall we? The biggest thing I've seen was a story I'm taking from Bunkered. Obviously got the webcam on here. Bunkered, it was I don't want them here statement. So PGA Tour veteran Lucas Glover claimed he doesn't want any of the LIV golfers to return to the PGA Tour. He said 2 years ago rivals factions penned a framework agreement to reunify the men's professional game, but Glover at 45 insists the breakaway LIV stars shouldn't just be allowed to simply walk back in and take money and tournaments out of his pocket. He said, I don't want them to play. He was talking to Sirius XM PGA Tour show on Tuesday. He said, I don't blame any of them. They made a decision. I don't care. But they also went away and chose to go away from this tour and chose the money. As a PGA Tour player, somebody that dreamed of playing on the PGA Tour and winning on the PGA Tour, he's poured my heart and soul into the game for 21 years, and I don't see how someone can walk away, get a big cash prize, and then come back. He's ranked 31st in the FedEx Cup standings. He has 6 tour wins to his name, including the 2009 US Open. He concedes that having the likes of John Ram and Bryson DeChambeau back would probably help with the TV a little bit, but it's not helping LIV with their TV. And I've said this on many a podcast in the past, is that LIV's numbers in terms of TV numbers are abysmal. You know, reruns of Snoopy are probably getting more views than LIV, which is crazy. It would benefit us all. A TV deal in 2030 would be great, but that TV deal is said to be split. There are a few people thinking about Netflix, for instance, are considering buying the darts. And if DAZN have currently got the darts license, but they're not doing anything with it. So I'm having to personally spend £50 a year on the PDC TV app, because they're supposed to show the Pro Tours and they don't. They're just supposed to show the European Tours and they don't. I have to watch those on the PDC TV app here in the UK, because DAZN have basically bought the license. They've got it for 2 years and they're doing naffle with it. But there's nothing the PDC can do about it, and there's rumours that Dubai, DAZN, who are owned by the Dubai, they've had stupid amounts of money from Dubai, are considering they want the World Championship in Dubai. Now that's not feasible. I think a lot of players in the PDC would not want to go. The promoters are going, oh, we're going to get all this money and you're going to get all this money, but money doesn't mean everything. Michael Van Gerwen's situation this year in the darts is a big thing of that, and the same with the golf. Money doesn't give you prestige. The Saudis came in, they've pulled 70, 80 players away from the PGA Tour in the last 3-4 years, but they haven't benefited. I think PGA Tour problem, it's the elite tour. It used to be European Tour when I was a kid. Now it's the PGA Tour is the one. So for me personally, I think the DP World Tour should do a deal with LIV. I think they should cut ties. Not cut ties, but I think the deal that they did is basically making the European Tour worse. The DP World Tour is just getting worse and worse and worse when your top 10 players are leaving every year to go to the PGA Tour. And they're not guaranteed to be playing in events on the PGA Tour. They're just being on the PGA Tour. So if they did a deal with LIV and said, okay, You've got 60 players, 25 can qualify for our events, or 20 players. 20 of your top 25 can come and play on here. They've got to play a minimum of, I don't know, 8 tournaments a year, 10 tournaments a year. So they've got 14 live events, they've got 10 tournaments, 25 weeks a year. If you worked every other week, we'll forbode any contrasting events, blah 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 blah. I said, but we want you to structure your tour around our tour, and we want you to play 10 events a year. Your as long as 20 of your top 25 come and play 10 events here, we'll forgive all of the fines and fees and whatever there is currently, as long as they come and play here for 10 events. And that's going to help the DP World Tour. It's going to attract more bums on seats and people through the gates. That simple. And I get it. I get what Lucas Gulliver's saying. They worked hard. I mean, Rory died on that shelf as well. The Live versus PGA Tour. But I think the big sticking point is the Masters. I spotted this out. I put a video out few months ago on Instagram, and a post about it on social media. That you listen to Ridley's thank you speech. He mentions the PGA Tour, the RNA, the USGA, the DP World Tour, even the LPGA Tour. Liv doesn't get a mention. He's not interested in any Liv stars. It's funny. So yeah, go take a look at that. It'll be interesting to go and take a shifty. Yeah, so it's bad. I think that's the biggest story I've seen this week that's come out. What do you think? Should the Liv players be allowed to be back, or have they decided? Like, the way I liken it to is that if you're in a job, you work for Tesco, and then you decide to go and work for the co-op down the road for more money, but you still want to come and do, you still want to come and do your Tuesday afternoon because you're free Tuesday afternoons to do a Tesco. What? You don't work here anymore? Go away. And it's a very similar situation. You've chose more money to go and work for co-op over the road. Co-op, we know, are struggling a little bit. So, you've gone to co-op, you can't work here and there. Because there's a clash of hours, there's a clash of everything, you can't do it. So what's different about what the Liv guys have done? Leaving to take the money and then moaning about they're never going to win majors because, that's your choice. Yeah. Like I say, it's going to be a short podcast this week. It's just a little quick one. And I had a lot of people interested in, I do short game Sundays, and this is something I want everybody to go and try now. I don't care who you are, where you are, or what you're doing. I want you to go and have a go of this chipping drill. There are loads of different ways to chip, but there's only one way that's going to work for every player. So some players prefer to fly the ball all the way with a lower loft, and they've got the ability to control the low point. They can fly it all the way, a couple of hops and stop. There are players who, well, if they try that, they're taking their playing partner's shins out, they're leaving it short, so they prefer the little upright, less loft, 8-iron, little bumpy run kind of a chip, hit it like a big putt, and that generally works for most people. But some people just can't get that technique because they're used to using so much loft. So what I'm going to get you to do around the greens is about finding what shots work for you as a player. Most amateur golfers, it can be loads of loft, fly it all the way. And for some of you, it'll be, I need to hit it like a putt, get it running towards the hole. I'm just trying to take the fringe out of play, and then I'm reading it from there. So there's two games you can do when you're out on the putting green or chipping green to go and find out which one is for you. So one, if you're a person that likes to fly it quite a bit, then this is the best way to find out whether you can do this. Is take a towel a little square towel or whatever, put it on the green, and what I want you to do is put it where you want to land it. So where you want to land your ball, that's where you're going to lay your towel down, and you're going to chip to that. This is going to test two crucial aspects of your chipping. Firstly, it's going to test your ability to land the ball where you want to fly it to. So if you're someone who wants to fly it all the way with lots of loft, great. But if you can't pick a landing spot and hit a specific landing spot, then you're going to find that's probably not the thing for you. And then you're also going to see how well you can judge the ball is going to run out. So whether you're using a 60 degree, 52 degree wedge, whichever one of them you're using around the greens, that little bit of extra loft, you can judge that. You can hit it to that spot and judge how much it's going to run out. So that's your first one, is landing spot. Are you someone who wants to land it short and roll it up, or are you someone who wants to fly it all the way and it's got to have a little bit of nip to stop? So that's the first one. The second one involves picking, I'd say 3 to 5 clubs in your bag. So you're going to pick your highest lofted wedge. Then you're probably not going to use the highest bounce wedge, which is your sand wedge. So you're going to go probably like a 58 or 60 degree. Then you're going to go to your 50 or 52 degree wedge. Then you're going to go down to your pitching wedge. Then you're going to go down to 8 iron, and then you're going to go down to 6 iron. So those 5 clubs. So we've got 60 degree, some kind of gap wedge, 50 or 52. Then you're going to go pitching wedge, 8 iron, and 6 iron. Though you're going to go down to those clubs. And all you're going to do, you're going to hit 5 shots with each club. So you're gonna go 5 with a 60 degree. How close are they to take a photo of it, see how close they are. Then you're gonna go down to the gap wedge, hit 5 shots, take a photograph, see how good they are. 8 iron, 6 iron. And this is basically going to determine whether you need to be using more loft or you're going to be using less loft. So if you like using more loft and you fly it all the way and it's stopped, great, you're closer. But if you're hitting a 6 iron like a putter and they're within a few inches of the hole and they're much closer than the 60 degree, then why are you using the 60 degree? So those are the 2 games I want you to go and do. Those are the best 2 ways you're going to figure out whether you're a person who likes to fly it close to the hole or whether you're a person that likes to run it up to the hole. I know which kind of person I am, but I can do both. Developing the skill for either or is still a benefit. So if you're someone who likes to fly a 58 or 60 degree wedge straight to the hole and then likes to stop it and can't do the other one, then on a super fast green, then maybe learning how to do either or, having that in the locker is a skill that you're going to need at some point. So yeah, go give that a try, see how you get on with your short game, and I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. Like I say, let me know what you think about the live golfers. Should they be back on the PGA Tour? If you quit your job today, if you're going to take more money somewhere else, is your job going to let you come back and I'll do a week in June, I'll do a week in August, and I'll do Christmas week? Would they let you do that? No. So why are live golfers wanting to do that, even though they've taken more money from somewhere else? Go give it a try. Are you excited about the Open? Who do you think is going to win the Open? Who's going to think you're going to win Portrush? Who do you think is going to win the Porthcawl, the Ladies AIG Open? And definitely go and give this a try around the greens. Towel on the floor. Can you land it on that towel, and how far is it rolling out? Determining on which kind of loft you're going to do. And obviously the 5 club test. 5 shots, 5 clubs. That will determine what you are good at around the greens. And it's also going to tell you what you need to work on around the greens. That simple. Go take a look. Go have a go. Let me know how you get on. Have a great week, everybody. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.